What is up, guys? Jake here with the next Vainglory video, and as you can see, we were obviously on a guild team, and it got a picks and bans match, which we love. I love it. I love it. Right there, obviously, they banned Fortress right away. We banned Koshka. Get those OP heroes out of the way, and now on to an actual match where, it matters who you pick, and there's no like OP comp or anything like that. It's just back and forth. And so they go ahead and snatch up Ringo, one of the strongest heroes on the fold, still in my opinion. Very important first pick if you've got a good Ringo. So they take him up. We're just talking, trying to decide what we're going to do. And obviously, I had the first pick. Doesn't mean I'm going to pick the first, the hero I'm going to play. And I picked Glaive. That's the Ringo counter. That's the one that can get in there, get him out of position, and get him deleted. So we picked that first, and then just decide to go ahead with, I believe we picked up Ardan. Yeah, go ahead and take our support pick. We wanted Ardan. So those two right there, sort of a good counter for Ringo. So now we put the pressure on them. How are they going to counter us? How are they going to counter our Glaive? What are they going to do in that jungle or in that support role to really fight back against us? And they come up with, I think, Taka pick first here. Yep, grab the Taka, which is a good pick. I mean, Taka's a strong hero right now and very annoying. Sometimes hard to play against if you don't know how to. Then obviously the Catherine. Now we wanted Sky right here, but oops, wait a minute. In case you didn't see, I'm playing with Big Jake. That is Pimper, but he is on his mini account, and the triple question marks, that's Braiden on his Smurf account. So he did not even have Sky. So we were like limited to only a few picks we could have. He had Scarf. We ended up deciding to go with the Scarf. So I wasn't going to play Sky, but instead now I'm playing Ardan, and Braiden is going to play. Braden's going to play Scarf, and Pimper is going to play the Glaive. So we had to switch things around, sort of last minute change up there, and not really the comp we wanted. We wanted that Sky pick last, but anyways, no big deal. We make the best of it, and we get onto the fold, trying to just make sure that we keep that Ringo under wraps. Taka, you just sort of have to defend against him and then try to expose him when you can. If he gets out of position, obviously Flair's vision is hugely important when you're playing against a Taka. That's what it's all about. You'll see me just buying up Flares and dropping Scout Mines and actually going Contraption when you would normally go Warhorn, all of that stuff in this match, just trying to defend that. But the bottom line is you need to defend Taka. If you're playing against a Taka, buy defense against him. A good Taka is going to be evasive. He's going to be hard to hold down. So if you're doing that, guys, defend Taka, focus the other damage dealer, and you have a better chance of winning. So right here, grabbing the backs up, just trying to get Pimper ready for the fight, get to that level 2 before we get up to here and buy up, which we do. Flare, you see me buying Flares there. That's all I'm worried about, buying those Flares, getting ready in case we get in that Taka fight. Now Scout Mines, I want to start placing those around the fold. Making sure that my team has vision and that everybody sort of knows if they're about to be ganked or whatnot, because this is a gank comp. They're going to come out, they're going to try to stun him up, let Taka jump on him, and delete him. So already you see that they're out there trying to do it right away after the first rotation, trying to get a gank. Big Jake goes up there, blocks it out a little bit, pushing them back, and we are back to farming, and so are they. So just Ringo and Scarf up in the lane, but that's a pretty, Ringo can bully Scarf. In early game, Ringo is incredibly powerful. So if it's a good Ringo, you got your hands full up there for sure. So get back down to the lane. Go ahead and grab that Stormguard banner. I just wanted to get it quickly. I wanted to push towards this contraption quickly, because otherwise all I'm going to be doing all game is buying Flares and Scout Mines. So you want to get that out of the way, and then from there I'll start working towards my fountain. But right here we're waiting to see. They're not up in the lane, just making sure that I can clear out any Scout Mines that might have been placed there. There wasn't any, so we just let Braiden clear out that wave and then get back to our farm. He goes back to the house, shop up, sort of rinse and repeat at this point. Getting Pimper built up, though, that Glaive is slept on a lot. I think people don't realize a good Glaive is so powerful. He's got CC, he's got just straight up beastly power with that ultimate when he gets those stacks up. He is very, very strong if played well, and Pimper's been playing him quite a bit and has gotten pretty good with him. So right here, setting up for a gank, and really this is just them two. I'm too slow. The range on Vanguard is too low right now. They just get it done. I just sort of watch, So that is what it is. They get the gank though. It's successful, and we go back to doing our farm. Braiden goes to the shop. Trying to get that level 6. That gauntlet's a big deal. Obviously, when Pimper gets his ultimate's a big deal. can definitely change fights. So grabbing all the farm we can. You see me again going towards that contraption, just buying up that reuse, what is it, clockwork there. Come in with a Vanguard, nice save there for Braiden. Pimper comes in, tries to get some shots off and makes Ringo take a few turret shots. So they pretty much have to fall back here. Just step up, trigger those scout mines that I can see. Give Braiden a little Vanguard. I think that does heal him a little bit. So I'm trying to keep him up as best I can. But Ringo was in the bush and completely wipes him out and starts putting a tremendous amount of damage on the Pimper as well. So we're not in the best spot right here. Catherine just sort of walking around. She don't want to mess with me. I mean, I don't want to mess with her really. It's just going to beat on each other. I go ahead. She keeps walking, so I finally put a little damage on her. You see Taco, I think, had showed up there, and Ringo still keeping us pushed back here. We're just sort of waiting for Braiden to get back, just protecting the turret. As he pushes this wave forward, you'll see right there. We also saw Catherine drop down into our jungle, so we want to get down in here, find them. We know they're down there taking our backs. Taka's there as well. Drop the flare. Taka runs out of it, but we do have sort of position on here. The gold mines, or the minion mines beating on them. But they get some pretty good damage onto Pimper. He has to fall back. So they've already got the damage done. No sense in engaging, forcing the fight there. They did get our backs, and we might not have won the fight anyway. So just go back up to the front and grab those, trying to get that level 6 at this point. Ringo's starting to do some pretty nasty damage up in the lane here. You can see how low Braiden is there, and Pimper went up there and died. So we've really got to protect this turret. They're really putting a lot of pressure on it, and with that Taka, they can gank so easily and quickly. Right there, finally get that level 6. You see they are in our jungle, but we have pretty fast wave clear, especially when we have in Storm Guard here. Our wave clear is pretty quick, so we can do that and then get on to the next objective, whether it be going up in the lane or just put some pressure on them. So right here we catch them. I see a Taka there, so I just go ahead and immediately drop it down, drop the flare there so he can see him in case he boxes out. We take him out, but Ringo's coming down and he's got us in a bad spot. Immediately slows me down, deletes me. And then Braiden and Pimper are sort of on their own. Go ahead and grab the contraption up, and now I'm building towards that fountain. Want to get that life, want to get the regen for my team when we need it. After the contraption, you see I still have a flare there, and I still buy some more flares in this match. Against Taka, sometimes it's not up. If you just drop a scout mine or something, and you really got to keep him, see right there, you flare him out. You always want to expose him. You want to know where he's at the best you can. Drop another scout mine there just in case they kind of sneak back up on us because Braiden is so low. We can't have him be surprised from anywhere, basically. But he goes ahead and calls back. I put a scout mine up in the lane there on that bush just so Ringo can't do that move again. I want to drop another one right here, but just not enough time. That's why you buy flares as well. Come in, put some damage onto Ringo. Run him out of the lane. That was a mistake on his part because now we can press the lane and he can't really defend. So this is where we start trying to get a little bit aggressive. We feel like we've hit a little bit of a power spike here. I dropped this gauntlet, and I think the gauntlet was fine. I wish I hadn't pursued Ringo there, even though he does go down from that nice goop. But had I stayed back, I took those turret shots, and I think I would have lived longer. Might have been better. But right there, Pimper has to get out of the lane. He's almost dead. So they are really pressing this turret here, clearing that wave quickly. And then we just get up there in time to stop it. If we hadn't had them low health there, we probably would have lost it. But we got back up there, got it stopped, reclaim our jungle, get it taken care of. But right there, nice kill by Braiden onto Ringo. I didn't see the action there, but he gets the job done. Drop another scout mine in here. We know one of them's dead. We're going to go ahead and force the issue. Go ahead and try to take the gold mine. But as soon as we see him, we pull off. You see a lot of damage coming onto Braiden there. He goes down pretty quickly. But right here, we've obviously got Catherine in a terrible spot. And I guess this was my fault here. We were low, but for some reason, it's just in my mind when you kill a support like that. I was thinking Taka was dead, and obviously he wasn't. And him and Ringo show up at the same time and absolutely just destroy us. So that was my fault. But I don't know. Again, it's something in my mind when that support went down. I just thought, okay, we killed Taka already. He's gone because we turned on to Catherine. But he obviously invised out of the way. Got loose, and that cost us a little bit there because now they got the gold mine. They went up and got the turret. So a pretty big gold swing. I would say that at this point they have had a power spike. They're in the lead. You see Taka coming in, taking out Braiden real quick, just deleting him. And we really can't. There's not a lot we can do here. They're sort of in control of the map. They're in control of the gold at this point. They got that turret and the gold. That's 600 gold a piece across the team. Pretty massive swing there. So we go down, go ahead and just try to get our jungle taken care of. Drop these flares, make sure we're not going to get surprised. Fronts are up, we take those, and let's see, what am I buying up here? I got my fountain, so now I'm just trying to defend again. Like I told you guys, just defend against Taka. That's the whole thing. Try to stop the damage coming from him because it's hard to get him down. He's elusive, he's evasive, and if you can just defend against him, take out that Ringo, then you got a chance. So right here, they're engaging, they jump in on us, give a little bit of a vanguard there, but I'm waiting right here, and I think we don't want to fight. We don't want to force fight. I almost dropped the gauntlet, but they've had the power spike. We didn't. And so sometimes it's best to just do exactly what we just did there and just get out. Now, here was a miscommunication. I told them I was going back to the house to shop up, and they went ahead and I guess wanted to stop the gold mine grab, even though we were behind. I think it was a mistake. At least it was a communication mistake. I come in Vanguard right as Glaive is going down, which puts me in a terrible spot, and they get the ace because of it. So just bad communication on our part. Nobody's fault individually, but just like I said, that happens. Even when you're in Discord, sometimes you get on different wavelengths. And so right here, they're starting to snowball a bit. Another turret, another gold mine. I think they went for the gold mine there. Yeah, I think they got the gold mine. So we're in pretty bad shape right here, honestly. But they did leave our jungle force. If I was them, I would have stayed in our jungle. I would have tried to just press the advantage here. But we go ahead and reclaim that. Maybe just because the backs weren't up, they didn't want to hang out. So we get that taken care of. Braiden gets up in the lane, pushes a little bit more. We come down, we just sort of check everything, making sure we're not getting jumped on. I buy up. I just went ahead and infused right here. We knew a fight was going to happen. I mean, if they're smart, the Kraken's there. They're ahead. But unfortunately for them, fortunately for us, Ringo just gets way overextended. I mean, no reason for him to be, farming like that and get out in the lane. We did use our ultimates to get him, but this series of fights right here that we're doing and that we did right there, deleting him and having him on a 2 versus 3, pushing the lane forward, all of that is what, in my opinion, turned the game around. We were behind, everything was looking pretty grim. But when you have a 2-on-3 like this and you got the lane pushed forward like that, go to the Kraken. Because what that does is it forces them to come fight. If they don't want to fight, they're just giving us a Kraken. So they have to come down, and we've got the advantage. As soon as we see them, we pretty much pull off and start fighting them and not worry about the Kraken anymore. I try to just keep it going because we got a lot of damage on, but it does end up going back. But you see right there, get the kill onto Taka, now coming down and going to get the kill, or try to get the kill onto Catherine. I'm not sure how she got away right here. I know she got her boots and she's got her A ability, which moves her out of the way pretty quickly. But I'm sort of surprised that she was able to get away. I guess Pimper didn't have his afterburn up or anything like that. But oops, Ringo messed up. You see, Scarf was about to call back, but he was trying to, I guess, come and save the day. Really, really messed up right there. Got way overextended. Cost him a death. So now, once again, we've got him in a 2-on-3 for a little while. So we're able to sort of control the map still, make sure the lanes push forward, make sure we can once again make them fight, even though they don't want to. Just the fact that it's 17 minutes in the match, you can make them fight. If they don't want to, it doesn't matter if they don't want to. You got to, or you're going to give us a Kraken. So right here, the goal is to push the lane back up. Go ahead and drop that gauntlet. I think my team was a little bit too far behind on that one for it to be effective, but probably still worth it because it did put some good damage on them, and once again made them fall back. We were able to push the lane forward, and then right here we're going to do the same move. We've got a fresh wave going in. Here we go. We're going to go down, make them think that we're not, but then go down and start taking the Kraken. They've got vision down there, so they sort of know where we're at here. But even before we get their Kraken engaged, we knew we just did this move, so we figured they were coming down. Braiden queues up the ultimate. We get Catherine deleted there. Come up, put some decent damage onto Ringo. And to Taka there. So they get a little damage on them. Unfortunately, Glaive got a little bit ahead of himself, went out there and died. So now it's a 2-on-2. He probably should have stayed back. Just a little damage was all we needed. And again, we could have forced them to fight us on our terms. So just a little over aggressive on our part. So we just clear that wave and then get back down into the jungle. Start clearing out some of it. And I think that Ringo is being way aggressive here. Tries to come back down. Braiden turns around, puts some good damage on him, which is, again, a bad move because now we can press this turret again. He can't defend. We can dive the turret if we needed to. He's low enough right there, as you can see. Another goop, another shot on him. I come in and dive and get some serious damage, take a few shots for it, but it does make him have to retreat out there. Pop the gauntlet, pop the flare, and expose Taka. So now 2 of them have taken serious damage. You see that great shot right there from Braiden. I mean, Ringo is almost dead at this point, and Glaive is back up in the lane with us. So we are in the driver's seat once again. Again, good damage onto the entire team. Now what do? You go down and you start fighting the Kraken again. So Braiden's going to clear that wave, and then we're going to go force the action. You know, Ringo had to go back. Taka had to go back. Glaive just coming in, putting a little damage on. Taka overextends right here, gets hit up, drop that flare so he can't get away, and gets deleted. So now, again, Ringo coming up, being very, very aggressive. We're trying to go down. They're just not letting us, really. They're putting so much pressure, but they're taking so much damage from it. It's just insane. Needless damage, really. So we come ahead, come down, start dropping the Kraken down. They are flaring. They know we're on it, but really there's not a lot they can do. Ringo's low. Catherine's trying to hang out and just try to last shot it. So I told him, I was like, just, peel off. Y'all go for her. I'll take care of the Kraken. I mean, I could solo it at this point. So right here, Braiden peels off, tries to put some damage. Pimper does too. Then he turns back. But right here, I just go ahead and drop the gauntlet. You see Ringo coming in. Beautiful, beautiful afterburn by Pimper. Ringo could have gotten that last shot, but he was so low. One hit. We get the Kraken. We get the kill on Catherine. Just great team fight for us right there, and just played it just right. Go ahead and grab some boots and some infusions. We know there's going to be another fight here, so just double infuse up. I don't think there's anything else that could help me like that could. So we take out this first turret, obviously, very quickly. The Kraken pushes on down onto the next one. I actually took a turret shot I didn't mean to take there. But we're pushing into him right here. Go ahead and flare up just in case Taka tries to invis and go back, just taking that option away from him. Right there, he does come out. In that silence, I was about to flare again, but that silence from Catherine was really nice, so we couldn't see him. We couldn't do anything. Just fall back there, getting some pretty good damage onto Kraken here, but this turret is about to go down. Right there, Braiden queues up that ultimate. Right there, Taka tries to invis out, drop another flare. Just pushing forward. Again, the Kraken's getting pretty low, but we're going to get this next turret down real quick. But Braiden calls, I think it was Braiden said, let's get out of here. The Kraken's about to fall. We're low power. We're not really charged up. Even though I had the gauntlet, the Crucible, and the Fountain, I thought we might be able to have a chance there. But when someone makes a call like that, you just go with it. You get out. Probably was the right call. Get back to our house, shop up. Here I'm going towards Aftershock. It used to be at this point in the match you build, breaking point on an Ardan, but no longer with the way it works. It's not effective that way. Aftershock is much more effective for a little bit of extra damage. We catch him right here. Go ahead and just drop the gauntlet. We've got him at 2-on-3 for just a moment. Love that right there. Aftershock kicks him right back into it, so he goes down. Unfortunately, they did focus onto Scarf. I had to pop that Fountain right, he was almost dead. Got him healed back up a little bit, but then Catherine comes in with a clutch, that clutch ultimate right there. She should have kept running. I think she could have got away, but turns back and just gets taken out. Now, Taka's still up. He's the one left, but we're feeling pretty good. 2 for 3 trade. Grab that Aftershock. We're going to push this wave forward. We're going to get down into their base and just try to force the fight again. Clear that out. Just keep heading down. I want to make sure, just check the bushes and whatnot. Take their jungle. We don't think we're going to be able to get into their base. They're going to be up soon, so we decided to just go ahead and clear their jungle out, deny any farm from them, get the other minion mine, get all that push forward. And I think right here we had this. Taka, he boxes in, and he does block it with his reflex block, but now his box is gone. It was a 2-on-1. I really think we had that there if we just do it, but again, just sort of a little bit of miscommunication. Braiden was saying fall back. I did. I went ahead and dropped the gauntlet, and Pimper was already leaving when it sort of all broke out. But I think we could have deleted Taka there, but no big deal. We go right onto the Kraken, burn him down very, very quickly. He goes down. I grabbed boots there just because I'm tired of being behind. It seems like I was always behind. You see, like right here, Braiden's out in front of me, trying to catch up. Take a lot of damage there. Taka does go down, and I try to pop my Fountain right there, and Braiden had he had to be just a tile or two, just a few spaces away from what would have actually healed him up. But Pimper had built one as well, so he goes ahead and pops it, and we go ahead and defend and push in with this Kraken. Drop the gauntlet, and I should not have left right here because Braiden was trying to kick him back in, and he would have kicked Catherine back in. He couldn't get to Ringo, but I was really wanting to get that Ringo kill. I knew that Aftershock and with Pimper following me in there, it was a lot of damage to him. We just had to get to him, but he ran away in time. Unfortunately for him, there's not a lot he could do. We take him down, kill the next turret, and that is the match. So pretty good match back and forth. We were down, we came back. Tricky, you know, I love the bans and picks. I love it. I just can't wait for that to be all the time. Looking at the builds, honestly, guys, pretty straightforward stuff. Nothing too special there. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake, doing my best to help you guys suck less.